Welcome to this week's JVA Coach to Coach Video of the Week, brought to you by Ultra Ankle, the official ankle brace of the JVA.
For the past 2 seasons, we at Michigan Elite have implemented an ACL prevention warmup that all of our girls and coaches are taught at the beginning of the season. As most of us are aware, females are unfortunately at a higher risk of ACL tears than males. So in an effort to decrease this probability, we have adopted these few agility movements for our players to perform before every practice. The overall general goal of the movements is to strengthen a few key muscle groups, to increase spatial awareness and balance, to keep the knee between the first and second toe in an athletic position, to land softly by bending and absorbing jumps through all the joints, hip, knee, and ankle, and to regain coordination from unexpected contact. The first movement is shuffling with 180-degree turns with the head turned to the right and left, so players aren't necessarily looking at the direction they are turning or moving. The second movement is skips with 360-degree turns with one eye closed. Ideally, the players will alternate directions each time they skip, but this seems to be a point of struggle for most of our players. Next is forward bounds with the head turned up, making sure players are sticking the landing and landing with proper mechanics, knee outside the toes, and bending and absorbing the jump through all the joints. The next exercise is what we call the lower body lunge matrix, and this is performed with one eye closed, or as they progress, both eyes closed. Players will lunge forward, 12 o'clock, sideways, 3 o'clock, and backwards, 5 o'clock. If you want to add a little volleyball dynamic to this movement, you can have them form a platform at the end of each lunge and call the ball. Next is block jumps with a light push from a partner and landing on one foot. The specific goal of this movement is to help players regain coordination should they land on someone's foot at the net. The next exercise is 360-degree jumps. This exercise takes some time for players to get down properly, so until they're able to land with the proper mechanics, knees outside the toes, landing on both feet, absorbing, only have them go as far around the circle as possible, maybe just 270 degrees at first. This is a great exercise to help with landing properly as well as increasing their spatial awareness and balance. The next exercise is bodyweight hamstring negatives. Players will again partner up, and one partner is holding the other's ankles. The player doing the movement will act as though a board is keeping their body stiff from knee to shoulder. Then they'll do a hamstring negative. Since females tend to be more quad dominant, which can contribute to ACL tears, the goal of this movement is to strengthen the hamstrings and the entire posterior chain. The last exercise is a single leg bent knee glute bridge. This has the exact same concept as the hamstring negatives to strengthen the posterior chain as they stay as stiff as possible. While we've only done this for 2 seasons, so don't have a ton of data, we're proud to say that we haven't had any ACL tears during the season when using this warm-up. It's our goal and hope that this obviously remains the same for our club and yours too, should you decide to adopt a similar warm-up.
Thank you for watching the JVA Coach to Coach Video of the Week.